Hey everyone, I'm here with a 2019 Jeep Cherokee Limited, and this has the 4-cylinder turbo with 270 horsepower and 295 foot-pounds of torque. This is a nearly fully loaded Limited. It's just missing the luxury package, which has the cooled seats and the carpeted rear mats in the trunk area. But other than that, this vehicle is pretty much loaded, and stickers for about a little tick over 39,000 with destination. And this car is new to the family. The red Cherokee that you saw in my previous video actually was turned in after bringing it back to the dealer about 5 times. We put on new tires, rebalanced them 3 times, looked at the driveline, put it on a lift a couple times, and ultimately couldn't figure out what this vibration from the back end was doing. The car felt like it was bouncing at highway speeds. Did not feel stable at all, didn't seem right. And a private mechanic said that it's likely the rear differential, but we just decided to trade it in for a different Cherokee with about the same miles. This has about 2,000 less miles than the other one, 34,000 miles, and is built in August of 2018 versus the last one was built in February of 2018. So this is actually about 6 months newer, even though it's still a 2019. And this is in just the normal clear coat white gloss color on the outside with a black leather interior, and I believe this has 18-inch wheels. These are Goodyear Assurance all-season tires, so nothing special, but this car actually hasn't gotten any car wash or anything over the last couple weeks that we've had it. Also has the tow package, which has I'm not a big tow guru, but it's got a 3-pin and I believe it's a 7-pin adapter, so you can tow anything with a trailer brake on it, or anything under 3,000 pounds without a trailer brake. Max towing is 4,000 pounds with the 4-cylinder and 4,500 with the V6. Has this like rubber cap here to protect the elements from the trailer hitch, which is really nice. I don't know what's back here, so it'll be a surprise if we open this up. Just looks like the dog mat that we threw over the back seats. That's for the dog. That way it doesn't scratch up the back seat when he's in there. Pretty much, yeah, this doesn't have the luxury group package, so it doesn't have this carpeted area on the sides, which is not really a big deal. It might dampen a little bit of sound with the luxury package, having carpet back there for rear tire noise, but overall I think this vehicle is still a very quiet car. Doesn't have the kick sensor that the luxury group package would have. Instead, you just got to press the button on the inside to close it, and it dings, and you can turn off the dinging if you don't like it when you close the hatch. It's a very solid feeling hatch, even though it's made of a composite, not actually like aluminum or steel. Stepping into the back, no heated seats on the back seats on this one. The Limiteds that are like 2021 and newer have heated back seats, but these ones do not. As you can tell, the dealer that we bought this from really jazzed it up, and we took the floor mats out of the old Cherokee that we had and threw them in here. They're not OEM, but they are designed to like fit the Cherokee. They're not just general Rubbermaid floor mats or anything crazy like that. This one just feels tighter and more substantial than the last one. I think everything was treated better by the previous owner because this is a 1-owner car. The last one was a 2-owner. This was a 1-owner. Not certified, but it definitely could have passed a certified pre-owned inspection because it's in really good shape. The only thing is, my dad, who has this car, is not a fan of the white necessarily. He kind of liked the red a little bit more, but he would rather have a more reliable, more solidly built vehicle than the red Cherokee that we had before. So looking on the inside, just like the back seats, has the floor mats in the front with the little Jeep logo stamped into the plastic metallic looking trim for the door sills, and it's really nice step-in height. This is about as perfect and as like seamless. You just fall in almost. It's not like a car where you fall in. It's not like a truck where you have to hop in or jump in. This is like a complete slide. So overall, I mean, it's a very solid feeling vehicle, and you have great visibility. The mirrors are not pedestal mounted like down on the door where you have this like corner view, but they are mounted on the pillar here, so you do have some obstruction of view on the sides. But overall, the windshield pillars are a little big, but you have a very commanding driving position straight forward. It's nice that you can still see the hood which is really great because you can see like the corners of the car if you're trying to pull up without bumping into anything, and you know, not trying to hit the curb if you pull up. This Uconnect system is an excellent system. It's super responsive, continuously gets over-the-air updates. Uconnect 4C. It's not the latest Uconnect 5 that some of the Stellantis FCA products are getting, but it does have customizable screens. Like we have this little background with the racetrack chicanes on there and the edges of the chicanes and stuff. And then you got blue buttons, and you can customize them to be orange or green or brown or red, but we chose blue because blue is a calming color and it's kind of nice. 7-inch screen in the middle, so nothing like too crazy with the digital dash. It's nice with the 2 analog gauges, left and right tachometer and speedometer. The fuel gauge and the temperature gauge are digital, but pretty accurate. Doesn't have one-touch back windows up and down, but the front windows are one-touch up and down with memory seats, 2-position memory seats, auto headlamps, with cornering fog lights that will corner into turns at low speeds, like under 15 miles an hour if you turn the wheel more than like a quarter turn. So that's really nice for cornering into like a parking lot at night, but there's not a lot of light around. And then you also have your dimmer switch here, and then you also have your ambient lighting switch here, so you can turn up the lights on the limiteds, and above trims all have ambient lightings in the door panels, the footwells, and the back door panels, I believe. Now don't quote me on that. It's definitely the first row that has it, but the back row I'm not sure about. The heated mirrors and heated windshield wiper section at the bottom of the windshield is really nice for these cold winters. And the heated seats are actually really hot, as well as the steering wheel. So I would say this is a great winter car. Some vehicles do not have a very hot steering wheel or seat. I'm looking at the Subaru Outback and some other Japanese vehicles that I've noticed are not as hot feeling as the German and American competitors. But we'll turn this off to save a little bit of fuel, and then the seat actually will move back, which is nice. It's like an easy entry seat that you can turn on and off. And we'll step back out to the car, just take another look around. This car gets about 24 miles per gallon combined, which is relatively competitive for 270 horsepower, I should say, and 295 foot-pounds of torque. And I'll do a 0 to 60 test on this car in a later video, but this car I've seen most times around 6.7 seconds. I might be able to get it below 6.5 seconds if I'm lucky. We're running this on 91 octane premium gas without ethanol, so it's running pretty strong, and it's low on fuel, so that means it's pretty light right now, so it might be good for a 0 to 60. So it's pretty quick, it's pretty responsive, and the 9-speed automatic definitely works best with this turbocharged engine in my experience. Albeit the engine's not as smooth as the V6, it feels just a little less clunky than the normally aspirated versions of this car for the engine. So I think the turbo is the way to go if you're going to run, if you have no problem running premium gas for the best performance, and you don't mind having full synthetic oil, because I think this is the quickest, it's the most fuel efficient version of the Cherokee, and it just makes this car very competitive and a little bit more upscale and solid feeling. So that's what I will say about this. It feels way better to drive in terms of NVH, harshness, ride, quietness, and just overall solidity, and feeling like you have a really commanding driving position. But you do lose just a little bit in gas mileage and just overall perceived reliability when you compare it to the Japanese, Korean, and maybe some other American competitors. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. Feels really solid. Feels like a slightly upscale version of like a CR-V or RAV4 or something like that. And my family's very happy with it, and we'll continue to make more videos on this to come. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the section below. Thank you for watching this tour inside and out on a 2019 Jeep Cherokee Limited. Have a good one.